are LMTV, Linn-Mar Television. Linn-Mar, your news starts now.
Hey Linn-Mar, this is LMTV for Wednesday, September 16th and Thursday, September 17th, 2020.
Upperclassmen's First Day and National Guacamole Day.
Our top story, important information about mornings in the building. LMTV's Jacqueline has that story. Jacqueline?
Thanks, Peter. Due to COVID-19, plans have been made restricting building entry to minimize unstructured time before school. This includes restrictions for when students may enter the building prior to the school day. Doors will open at 8:25 a.m. unless for zero-period class, pre-scheduled meetings, practices, workouts, or teacher-student study. Students are also required to report directly to their first period class upon arrival. That's all for me. Leah, back to you.
Thanks, Jacqueline. Due to restrictions on large groups at the time, the academic letter assemblies will not be held this year. Academic letters and certificates will be distributed to receiving students during the first 2 weeks of the school year. Be sure to check your student email for when and where to pick up your awards. And now here's Colin with your daily dose of kindness.
Thanks, Leah. Your daily dose of kindness comes from the Linn-Mar custodians. The Linn-Mar custodians have been hard at work to ensure the school is clean for the upcoming year. A massive thanks to all Linn-Mar custodians. That's your daily dose of kindness. Back to you, Peter.
Thanks, Colin. The date of the PSAT has been changed. It will now take place on Tuesday, January 26th, 2021. Sign-up information for 9th, 10th, and 11th grade students will start in November, so be sure to stay tuned to LMTV for the latest news. We'll be back with more news right after this.
Hey Linn-Mar, have you ever wondered how your favorite clubs and sports teams can afford the great resources that they have? Well, you can thank the Booster Club for that. If you want to help out the Linn-Mar Booster Club, all you gotta do is buy food from any concession stand at all Linn-Mar games and events. Thanks again to the Linn-Mar Booster Club.
Welcome back. The USDA has agreed to temporarily provide free breakfast and lunch to the Linn-Mar students. All students 18 and under are eligible for free lunch and breakfast. All meals will be bagged. Meals will still be available for online and hybrid students and can be picked up at the designated sites. Now here's Leah with your Film and Food Focus.
Thanks, Leah. Today's Film and Food Focus features Mulan, when the Emperor of China issues a decree that one man per family must serve in the army to defend the country from invaders. Mulan, the eldest daughter of an honored warrior, steps in to take the place of her ailing father. Masquerading as a man, Mulan is tested every step of the way and must harness her inner strength and embrace her true potential. Mulan is available for streaming on Disney+. And that's your Film and Food Focus. Peter, back to you.
Thanks, Leah. A reminder that face masks are required in the high school, the LRC, the Aquatic Center, and the Linn-Mar Stadium. All students will receive a face mask. No one will be allowed to enter those areas without a face mask, and there are no exceptions to this rule. And now here's Isabel with a study tip.
Thanks, Peter. During these confusing times, I bet that school isn't on your mind that often. So, here's a study tip and an app that may help you. For many of us, last-minute cramming is how we prep for a test, but that's not always the best way to go about it. So, to help sort out your time management, set up different times to study. Write down how many tests you have and the days you have to take them. Then organize your study session accordingly. First, find time to study, then take a short break and get back to working. One app that's helped me is Study Bunny. You set a timer for how long you study, then you earn coins, and you can buy cute things for your little bunny. That's today's study tip. Leah, back to you.
Thanks, Isabella. Breakfast and lunch procedures will not have buffet-style serving of any food, and all seating will be 6 feet apart. Students will sit one student per table or booth in any commons area in the building for either lunch or studying. And that's a look at our top stories at this hour.
I'm Sam with Linn-Mar Sports. Today in Linn-Mar Sports, well, there's a whole lot of nothing. However, that's not the case for Thursday, as JV Boys Golf heads to Gardner Golf Course for a meet against Marion starting at noon. Also on Thursday, 9th grade volleyball heads to Kennedy for a game starting at 5. And sticking with volleyball, JV volleyball heads to Liberty for a tournament starting at 5:30. And last but not least, freshman football heads to Kingston to play Washington starting at 7. A reminder that if you plan to attend any of these events, masks are required. On the scoreboard, varsity boys golf at the MVC divisional meets. Our guys placed second out of 6 teams as Dylan Burr shot the 18-hole low. 9th grade volleyball took on Washington and dominated, winning the match 2-0. And last but not least, varsity volleyball against Prairie, the Lions won 3-1 and remain undefeated in conference play. That's all for sports. Peter, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. In COVID-related news, only the bottle fill portion of the water fountains will be available for use. The communal fountains have all been covered at this time. And now here's Ariana with your LMTV weather report.
Thanks, Peter. It's shaping up to be a sunny week as your LMTV forecast calls for sunny skies today with a high of 84. Tomorrow, the sun stays with us, however, the temperature will not, as tomorrow will be sunny but with a high of just 68. And last but not least, on Friday, things will look sunny with a high of 60. That's your LMTV forecast. Leah, back to you.
Thanks, Ariana. And that's a wrap of today's edition of LMTV News.
Remember, LMTV is always available online. Just go to the Linn-Mar website, follow us on social media, or check us out on YouTube.
Join us again Friday, and have a wonderful day, Linn-Mar.